so I could get it for notes.
The Crimson City.
Crimson City, okay. What's so boring then about the Crimson City?
Well, I mean... She kind of sits there for a second, like she's kind of brings her hand to her chin as she kind of just sits there hanging by her feet from this limb. Oh, right. The religious nuts, that's what's boring. Not much fun when you can't really go everywhere you want to see.
This sounds like a round 2 of fucking the Isle of Cicero.
Oh, that lovely place? No. Isle of Cicero's a beach resort compared to that place. I mean, except unless you're really into burning piles of bodies. I mean, the smell is just... I hate to say the word divine, but, you know, it's that. Oh, I should probably stop letting all the things run to my head. Then she just kind of drops to the ground like a dead body, pretty much.
That is unsettling.
Snaps her neck back in as she, like, stands up. Dang it. Tony, you're in the wrong place, Tony. We've talked about this.
Ooh.
You watch as she reaches up, and the sickly green, yellow glowing eyes, she just, like, puts her fingers behind.
Ugh.
And for a moment, you hear the gentle, dry pop before she pulls out this long, 8-inch long earthworm. Tony, we've talked about this.
Oh, I thought she came out of her eyes, Tony, and I thought that was kind of weird.
Yeah, I was honestly expecting her to pop out her eye at that point.
Yeah, you hear it after she does, just pops it back in. Kind of puts him
there
at...
it goes.
And... What were we talking about again? Oh, right. The sights and the sounds and the screams and the fun.
Oh, yes. I've also fixed my mental broadcasting device.
I don't suppose you know the name of this religious group that is in the Crimson City.
Oh, I wouldn't worry too much about it.
It's a collapsing demiplane. Why are they still here?
Because they're trapped and they're meant to suffer because, while it is a collapsing demiplane, it is technically getting drugged down to the lower core portion of the domains. So, I guess you could say, like getting sucked into an asshole backwards?
A reverse poop. Disgusting.
Or just simply call it a drainage pipe.
Yes. As you got to witness with the lovely woman. I forget her name. But doesn't really matter, does it? Everybody has to suffer for what they did.
So this is and also isn't a hell. Are they going to actual hell, and this is just pre-hell?
No. I don't think hell's ruled over by God. Like yours. I mean, automata is just such an interesting concept, isn't it? Like yourself. I mean, don't get me wrong, you are a very good chef. I'm very impressed. And considering I'm surprised that you've actually been able to survive this long, except for your wonderful, delicious history, which I'm sure is what's actually done everything to keep you alive this entire time without collapsing under the weight of your own moral compass.
What?
Oh. Oh, right. I guess you probably. Oh, you don't, do you? She gets like close to you. You don't know the thing that makes you sentient.
My programming, of course.
No, your
I think
program
you-
determines who you are. She starts kind of circling around you, kind of just gently running these dirty, muddy, ichor-coated fingers across your chest and arm.
I think she's referring to something that is equivalent to your soul.
Yes. The programming just creates genuineness. It's about your race that's amazing. All automata that gain sentience, they're either absolutely beautifully honest, young, I guess you could say naive. But there's that childlike wonder that just thrives in your entire species, except for those that, well, all they know is how to lie and deceive. But I guess they can't be blamed for that, can they? Or the ones that come to realization of what they were made for and turn and brush their creators' heads like a overripe cantaloupe.
I would never.
Yeah, Deccan would never use an overripe cantaloupe.
Exactly.
But there's so many maggots, they're delicious, aren't they?
If you cook them right.
Let's.
That's good protein.
I am slightly inclined to agree.
See.
You should keep moving, especially that direction. She kind of holds up your arm with the lantern. That one.
To change
Because
colors.
if we go over here, she swings it out to your left, and you watch as the flame goes from bright to dim to this dark blue.
I don't
That's where
like
they
that
live.
color.
Yes, that's where they live. They're not very friendly.
They.
Yes, the hags.
Right, that way, and Deca walks the opposite fucking direction.
Wait, you're referring to like the same woman that tends to make deals with people and also has bountiful information?
No, Kyle, that's who you're talking to.
Hi. No, I'm talking about swamp hags, the kind that invade your dreams and do all kinds of. Okay, I guess. I mean,
Right.
being tortured in
you-
your sleep is not something you enjoy, right?
Why would someone? Never mind. I'm not even getting into this conversation right now.
Look, I have no idea what the reality is anymore. If you knew what I've gone through in my mind and the way and whatever things I serve, and the fact that I am deeply tied to the nature of the domains. Well,
Wait.
that's the way madness is.
So what you're saying is, if I'm understanding this correct, because this plane is collapsing, so is your mental fortitude?
Oh, no, this is like the 7th home I've had.
Oh, okay, so you're just a wanderer then.
Yeah, in about a month, I think I'm going to end up in, what's that called? Necropolis. Here they have a lovely, lovely library.
You
Alright.
have my condolences of losing your home.
Are you two
Or-
coming?
Be right there, and Elliot just follows.
Yeah, I'm behind.
I mean, what about
Okay.
you, Paladin? Do you want to go, Oathmaker? Go talk to your little hags like you do back home? Get
I
some
would
of that
prefer
weird,
not.
wrinkly love.
Elliot just sighs, inwardly thinking of what the hell's this woman on? and just follows up after Deckham away from the hags.
You know, I mean, I guess they aren't so bad. I mean, they've been tormenting everything that comes past. Which, I mean, whatever, who cares? But, I mean, you know, I've tried making friends with them because they're the only neighbors that are actually, you know, worth conversation. You saw that one back there. I mean, she's been my only friend for a while. She listened, was great, but, you know, she's completely dead now. So, I mean, that kind of puts it as a damper on my entire friend group. And I don't know, they really... You know, after the first 5 times, they tried going into ethereal and avoiding me, and then, you know, they tried to curse me, and, you know, the curse that's on me has reflected it, and one of them lost their eyes, and, you know, after, like, the first 50 times, and then they started setting me on fire every time, and, you know, it's just... I mean, don't get me wrong, I did make it into the main matron's heart eventually, but I don't think she takes kindly to it, because, you know, I mean, what's the quickest way to a person's heart?
Through their stomach!
Eating it.
Exactly, through the stomach. I made them a pie, and then I shoved it down her throat. It was made of my fingers, which I turned into bloodworms and then had them go and crawl over into her heart, and she was just so upset about it.
I'm just gonna keep walking. If you want to keep talking while we're doing this, Kyle's just like slowly going.
She's been actually, like, completely following all of you.
I figured, like, she's like just talking while we're going. Do you always tell everyone your life story while they're trying to walk? Or, like, let me rephrase that. Do you tell every adventuring group that comes through here your life story before you torture them?
You are the first ones through here, so that would be a yes. The torture part, I don't know. Are you into that?
No.
You want to torture me? Because I'm into it.
Yeah, of course you are.
You know. Just saying.
God. Now I kind of understand what Cinder had to deal with.
Oh, you met her? Oh, she's a bitch.
Yeah.
But
I'll give it a
she's an
debatable.
bitch.
Don't know her enough.
No, I'm sure for most people she's probably perfectly fine other than the whole... Wait, did she ever get that condition cured?
The Lich?
Yes.
Yes?
Oh! That's delightful.
Didn't she
I wonder if
also
she's still bound to her phylactery.
I mean, that's none of my concern, in all honesty.
But it would help you to get out of here if you found the rest of the coins.
One thing at a time. Here's a weird thing. How, like, common knowledge is, like, a Lich phylactery, like, that just can generally be made? It's a weird question to ask. Like, I guess...
I would say across every world here, and your characters specifically, all of you, it's either between, oh, will liches have phylacteries? Probably, if that's how they are, or liches are just flat immortal, to liches just have phylacteries. We don't know what they fucking do, but they're unkillable because of it.
I guess it's more so the question of... Would Kyle know if they could just make phylacteries out of anything?
You have heard of... I guess it would be a question. How many liches are there in Hollow Swag?
There's probably like 2 in the mire, and that's about it. And they're usually just fucking idiots.
That would be my question, is how famous are they to be known? Like, You know, are there people telling stories about him? Is it?
Because of the way I inherently wrote the mire, most people in the mire go to there to run away, so probably not. Like, Fedrino was probably the only, like, well-known, respected individual that really came out of the mire
Hey,
that most people knew of. Relative to current knowledge.
Then I'm going to say that your chances of knowing are no. So, I mean, you're
Okay.
welcome to ask about him here, but I would
Okay.
say
I didn't want to, like, metagame it. That's why I wanted
I
to,
would
like...
say out of everybody, Elliot probably has the most knowledge, followed by Deckham,
Yeah, that would make sense.
with
Considering
you
that,
and Zamar being the least.
Yeah.
yes, Elliot would know, considering that one of the missing Dark Lords happened to come from his world, and a good number of Dark Lords came from his world.
So does anyone else want to, like, fill in the uninformed about liches? Because the only ones I knew were a bunch of drunken rednecks that just kind of drunk and shouted in the woods, supposedly.
From my basic knowledge of the liches, also known as the rulers of undead by some, they are usually powerful spellcasters that have acquired a pseudo form of eternal life by putting their souls in a very powerful magical type artifact, which is known as their phylactery. And to constantly fuel that phylactery, they must have that phylactery consume souls. I don't know the exact process or the means of regaining the power or soul consumption, but from my understanding of the books that I've read, the phylactery could be of any sort of magical artifact or item. Some have even attempted to create a phylactery in a grain of sand and deposit it somewhere in the midst of a desert. Others would use something as powerful or potent as the skull of a dragon.
What about, and hear me out, a magical floating ship?
That is also possible.
yes, that could happen.
That would be really dumb. The golden dragon skull used by Aslan was an interesting concept because it was completely indestructible except for, well, he fucked up.
Again, the main thing is that the phylactery acts as the core, heart, and major weakness of the lich. Thus, destroying the phylactery, you in turn destroy the lich's chances of revival or resuscitation, since destroying the lich's body, they can simply return to the phylactery and inhabit a suitable corpse to act as their new body until they can turn it back into a form or vestige of their own liking.
They say there was one world where Lich tried to attach himself to a comet that came every so often. He didn't realize that when he got his body destroyed, that he would respawn, constitute himself on the comet. They say it's an annual thing of him screaming through the sky as he's on fire till he hits the ground. Every 50 years.
Man, why are magic people
That's not
generally
annual,
really
then.
stupid?
As said, liches are usually seen as extremely powerful, dangerous, but depending on their mindset, they could also be incredibly
Misguided?
full of themselves.
Insane. The problem with liches is they take on the visage of what their reality is, of their soul. Aslan became a shriveled up old thing. Vecna. Ugh. You know, I actually pride myself on how I look with Vecna. The whole one-handed, one-eyed thing, and looking like a person that's been turned inside out. Kind of gross. I did find a
That-
book once about another one where he was so greedy and gluttonous that he just turned into a 1-ton elephant beast.
So, oh god. As Kyle's kind of like trying to steer the conversation for a minute.
I will just say this. I don't know whether to be ashamed or absolutely appalled by the fact that not only do I know the two names you speak of because they also came from Orath, but Asarak should also be among them as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, I hate him. I tried to be friends with him once.
I am.
Do you know how
Un-
grating his voice is?
I'd
Is it
rather
about
not.
as grating as yours?
She just kind of smiles at Twick. Let me see if I can get it right. I'm Asarak. Yes, I'm evil. Look at me do evil things like bring an Atropol back. Yes.
I hate that.
I'll get you, He-Man.
God damn it. I knew where that was going too. I hate it.
I am filled with confusion, but you are making the walk shorter, so I guess this is fine.
I
So
suppose
what the
that
hell's a He-Man?
She just shrugs.
Unfortunately, that's beyond my own knowledge, so
That's probably not that important.
no, though I guess that name would stand out more than War Duke.
I mean, isn't your plane of existence generally... I don't want to say pride itself, because that's probably the wrong stance, but like, so war-torn that it's generally just a way of life rather than anything else?
Yes and no. The city of Greyhawk is quite seen as valuable, considering that last I saw it was under siege.
Deckham,
And
is it land?
despite,
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
and Ellie will just add, and despite the silliness of his name, War Duke isn't exactly a pushover. Considering he has the favors, I believe, of some dark deity or entities if he's running around without much armor and with a very notable helmet for a sniper to shoot him with.
So like a Dark Lord equivalent?
Don't know. I never met him in person, but the fact that word about him reached Blackmore very quickly, not to mention he was recruiting, well, I suppose I'll be running into him eventually if or whenever I get back to Orarth.
How much? Deckham, are we close to the city?
Not sure, just points in a direction.
Was there a giant wall of fog?
No.
Fuck.
Elliot doesn't really talk much afterwards.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be quiet outside of Morrowind, probably talking to herself as we're just walking.
Sorry, there was just something for a second. Well, let's see. And, like, during that whole moment, she's kind of just sitting there, like, reaching into her ear with a finger. Oh, sorry. Mike is being a bug in my ear.
Worm again?
No, Tony's over here. This is Mike. And she pulls out a beetle.
Do you just have like all sorts of bugs just living in you?
I had a family of rats for a while, but they moved on. But it's also what is. Do you have druids on your world? I think that's what we're called. Druids?
Yeah.
Tree huggers? I think I've been called a tree hugger once. I don't really hug trees. I do hang them.
Boy. God, I hope this trip through the swamp ends sooner rather than later.
But we haven't even gone through the hanging gardens yet.
I don't really feel like we're inclined to, but I feel like we're probably gonna see them.
That can roll me a perception.
Okay. 14.
There it is.
Being that you're in the front, you how does Deckham handle coming across the corpse that's been hung by its neck in a tree?
I look off. Look back at Morrowind. It's not her this time.
Oh, we're here.
Yay.
Both of you that breathe should, all three of you, Zinma, you should stay within my senses range.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's just gonna be very boring for me up there.
I also don't require air. If
So I
need
was
be.
correct in my first statement. But you do require blood flow, so...
To a degree.
And these aren't strangle vines, I believe, right?
No, maybe. She kind of walks
My
up,
word.
looks at him. Oh, nope, this was a rope. Oh, wait. She kind of looks around the side. Nope, okay, everybody's in that place. The hangman's tree shouldn't be having too much problems.
How decayed and decrepit are the rope? I'll say rope. in
What's the
quotation
hangman's
marks.
tree?
Also that.
The rope, it's weathered, it's stained,
Okay.
but as far as what you can tell is a temper jupe rope of,
Okay.
pretty heavy weight or make, it's probably got quite a bit of time left on it.
Okay.
It's not brand new, but it ain't old either. Like, if it was on a ship, you wouldn't be trading it out for another 2 years.
Okay. I guess go to Deckham's question then.
What was Deckham's question? Sorry.
What's the hangman's tree?
Oh, right. You probably don't have those on your world, do you?
No.
I have not. They're terrifying. You see, they're a type of undead, like myself. Not really. Completely different. Mindless. Pointless. Well, you see, technically it's the dead one. Technically it's not. It's the tree. Been infused with necrotic energy and, well... they like to come alive sometimes. Mostly at
wouldn't-
night, find someone new to hang up, so the soul can go off to rest. Which
Any-
never happens here anyway.
Clear features that we should be able to notice?
Well, if you see a corpse trying to put a rope around your neck, that would be one.
Before that, usually.
Well, I mean, you don't have a tongue, so that kind of counts you out. Who wants to lick trees?
I mean,
No.
you're crazy enough.
Oh, I already know what each tree is.
I have a suspicion that it might taste of blood. I don't want to risk that.
Leave it to the one from Oath to figure it out.
The way you described it, it also reminds me of something I heard in fairy tales of a tree that had human head fruits. Or
Yep.
fruits that are the shape of human heads.
What
Oh, I would love one of those.
kind of horrible places are you people from?
I'm not even. That just sounds fucking disgusting. So I have
Trees
no
that
clue.
punch people.
Why do your
Wait,
trees
wait,
punch
I have one.
people?
Defense mechanism.
Are they springwood or are they swampy?
Oh my god.
Hey there.
Oh, are they goblin trees?
Nobody really has a proper name for them. Mainly because any arborist that gets too close ends up as a pile of mush.
Do they grow tree nuts? Sorry.
I believe we called them tresticles.
God damn it! I was actually going for a Goblin D's nuts joke, but I'm glad
Well,
it went
goblin
over.
trees tend to explode into
God,
goblins, but
That one.
I'm so glad that went over people's heads.
oh,
Oh,
they
I
could be a
caught it,
tree
but I
giant.
just got my mouth shut. Oh man.
There was that tree giant I came across one time who enjoyed flesh.
Alright. Back on the topic of this.
Avoid the bleeding trees, got it.
Yeah. If we cut anyone loose, would it also piss off the bleeding trees?
Oh, that directly triggers them.
Alright, don't cut anyone near the fucking ropes bleeding trees.
Oh, you gotta come over to this one. You gotta come over to this one.
No, I'm
As she kind of just very quickly, like, kind of scurries off behind, like, 2 or 3 of them. Over here! Come on.
this is one of the
If
times
we
I
don't
wish I
entertain
had
her,
like
she's going to annoy us for the rest of the trip.
Oh, I wish I had
Elliot
earmuffs.
Elliot looking at all these trees and trying to figure out which one is the dangerous ones. I'm gonna use my divine sense, even though this might drive me a little bit crazy. Just see if I can pick out the ones that are actually the dead men trees. Where are you? There you go. So that'll be my third one of the time being.
Your divine sense. Let's see.
Unless they're in full cover, I won't be able to find them, but... don't know how
Your
to supply-
divine sense, there is littered through here various trees, and as you look at them with your normal sight, you cannot really distinguish a difference. It's just like you can sense the infusion of the necrotic energy to force them into an undead state. So the tree itself is like most of the trees here are dead, but these ones, like, they're infused, so they're technically an undead tree. Like, you can sense it through them. The corpses hanging from them are to a lesser degree undead than the tree. As your sense does go out, you can tell there is a lot, but they don't seem to be active. And Decim, even as you swing your lantern through here, for right now, it is still bright.
Right. Well, while it's still bright, I'm gonna go follow her to see what shit she's about to show me.
Elliot will also add, I would be wary not to do anything to agitate these things, as my senses. This place is probably going to drive me insane.
I will
They're
point
all-
out that you do suddenly sense that there is some ghosts or something, too.
We might be dealing with something soon moving. But don't touch the corpses either. They're also already undead themselves.
Oh, fantastic.
So I suggest we make haste or speed through here and not be caught surrounded.
Are we sure that she's not going to accidentally set one of the trees off? Just kind of
If she does, leave her to the tree and we move on.
Fine.
It'll be her own fault, not ours, except for following her.
She'll show up eventually, I'm sure.
More than likely.
Agreed.
As we round the trees to fucking see what direction.
You see her kind of with her head leaning out, like watching for you. Okay, good. So, this one's one of my favorites. She swings out, and you see this desiccated, shriveled female corpse with this mud-stained, stitched back together kind of dress. That's clearly a wedding dress. This is the thing that I was when I first woke up the first time. Don't know why I took it off. Probably to keep the rats from eating it. Back when I was able to say a name. I can't remember his name. But I know I'm married to him. See, here's the ring. She holds up it's like, you hear the snap as she like jerks the hand up with the ring on it.
So,
you sure that ring's just not cursed? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
do you just possess the next evil body, or do you generate?
Oh. Well, in this case, I actually put this dress on here, if that's what you're curious about. You see, Sarah here is, well, she was a really good model at first. Now she's really let herself go. See, I mean, look at that. Her left foot's missing.
Oh god, this is gonna be the whole trip.
If you lose the right one, Sarah, you'll have to talk to Dave.
So she has a Tony and a Dave. Any bet that she's gonna have a Caradel or a Ronnie?
I hate you.
No, we don't have a Ronnie. But I do have a Richard.
Oh,
So
is
there's
it
a-
Dick?
Knows what Richard did.
Huh.
As you watch, she like kind of pulls her like top out a little bit, and like you see something squirming on her breast, under the skin of her breast. She starts poking it. That's right, Richard. You know exactly what you did.
I'm
No.
inclined to agree with Decim on his statement earlier.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna roll this.
Alright, well, we should get moving. We have a time limit. Come on!
Right. The doors are starting.
The what now?
She's like got that weird giddy schoolgirl thing where she's got like both of their hands and like up, fists like shaking. Yes, the door. I spent a lot of time here getting everything ready for when I had guests, which you're the first ones.
Elliot
told you,
is going to slowly move his blade to the his hand to the blade, just to be ready for anything that might come after them.
Yes, and I'm sure one of these trees is probably hungry or missing a host, one of the two, so blades at the ready.
Yeah.
Let's take the tour.
On your right, you'll see James, sporting a lovely traditional piece from Bloodhold. Moldhold? I can't remember the name of the place anymore. Right, Crimson City. as you see this tattered. Best way to put it would be like this weirdly tattered German or French Napoleonic War uniform.
You know, I thought it'd be more red than blue.
They're
I
actually
thought
gray.
I thought it'd be more white.
Oh no, that's the priest ones of the path.
I was making a French joke.
Ah.
Really bad French joke.
Yep.
Wait, why did they just leave like a whole wedding ordained party here?
No, I've been scavenging for years for this. This one I got from the guy, the husband, the neglectful husband who decided to run away on that woman. But before the children.
Please tell me you didn't eat them.
No. They're not even full babies yet. Why would I want my baby back ribs from something that's not even a full baby?
I just want to get this over with.
Well, stop asking questions.
Well, I'm generally curious, but then it's just expecting a
just
different result.
You know, now that I have a question for you, Kaya.
Oh God, what?
The dice you got, where'd you get them? So nice.
Fuck, I actually don't think I ever wrote how she got them. She just had them. I don't think the way I always thought of it, she just doesn't remember. Because I don't think her brother gave them to her, because I didn't write that, so she just always had them.
Want a minute bet?
I have an idea. So I've had these ever since my family traded me away. They were meant as ways to act as conduits for whatever fucking experiments those people wanted to run on me. And to a degree, it worked. They're sharper than most dice, hurt like a bitch, and then come back.
Oh. It's always good to see things that have trauma attached to them. Like these. As she pulls around somebody who's rather well dressed and reaches in a pocket. The reason I was asking is because they don't really match his suit. You notice?
Oh my God! Please tell me we're in the city.
No, we avoided
Like
the
Kyle
city.
entertained the. What?
We avoided the city.
Oh. For some reason, my brain was thinking that we were going towards the city, but we had to get through the Hanging Gardens first.
No, you are headed towards the city.
Oh,
That's what I
You have to get through the
yeah.
mist. You have to do another jump through the mist to get
Oh, okay.
into Mordhold.
Ah, okay. Now I understand. As I'm kind of talking about this, could I just roll like a quick perception to see if any of the trees seem to be doing anything wonky?
I'm actually doing that too to help.
Sure.
Because
Hiya! Wow. Makes sense that Kyle's more getting drawn into another conversation. It's like, no.
Kyle, you don't notice it. Elliot, one of the trees about a good 20 feet behind you, it seems like the limb kind of swings so that the corpse hanging from it can look at you.
I think we should pick up the pace a little bit.
Right. Anyway, I was wondering, Kyle, do you want these? You seem like a
What?
gambler's type.
What
She
is
holds out a
holding?
pair of dice, and they... With your perception, go ahead and roll me another, because she's holding out to you.
Wow, I rolled like ass.
Yeah, but it wasn't very hard because of what you are. You can tell they are made of carved bone. The snake eyes on them are a relieved skull with a single eye.
You sure
And
those
then
aren't?
they're little tiny skulls for each number.
Elliot, are those things fucking cursed?
I look at it. I look at Morwin. I look at these things again. And unfortunately, I don't have anything for that.
Oh, I thought you still had your aura. Yeah, it's my bead.
No, it's only good for a single action. 6
That's all good.
seconds. And then Ellie's gonna look at you, Kyle, and he's just gonna say, "Unfortunately, I'm not one of the truly known messengers of the gods to give you a proper answer of that. I can only surmise that if she truly wants to curse you or do harm to us, she would have done it a long time ago."
Then I'll ask you this. What exactly is the catch with them?
Well, I just, after hearing a story about yours being able to return, I thought she might want more. I mean, these are also from Hollow Swan.
I mean, I actually haven't had a use for this yet, and Tekka pulls out a wand.
Oh, is it the wand of identify?
Yeah!
Oh,
The only thing I've ever bought, besides food. Chat.
You said they're bone carved, right?
Yeah, they're carved bone.
Well, if you want to look at... But... There we go. Hell yeah.
Okay, just a second here.
Meanwhile, the 3 curses from touching them go off and they explode.
Oh my goodness, that would be horrible.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Imagine they were only meant to be thrown at somebody so they can blow up on them.
It's just gem bomb with a few minus a few steps.
No, it's just gem bomb. It's just
Oh,
just offered to you.
yeah. Would you like a gem bomb, sir?
Oh, come on, there's gotta be a good picture of these. There we go.
I have an idea what I think they might look like too.
I'm pretty sure you do. Because you see, the interesting thing about them, Kyle, was they were also owned by another interesting person from Hollow Swag that I met a long time ago.
Should I be concerned?
I don't know, does Charlize sound like a name you'd hate?
I don't think I've ever heard that name before.
Can you spell that so I can for my notes?
I don't even know how to spell Charlize. I think it starts with a CH.
Mix the character up. Fuck, what's her name? God, what an actual move.
Google.
How do you spell Charlize?
I
I knew
gotta
the
make
moment
sure.
the moment I asked what's her name, I'm like, well, I've done it to Moogle now. I've done it to everyone.
Okay. I think I got a good spelling.
Oh, it's Charlize.
That's a
Yeah, that's what I got too.
I guess, can I roll a history? Considering a lot of the place where or where she was in Avu technically does have a lot of older architecture because vampires.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's my concern. Wow, of course I rolled great on that. Why does she sound French?
Yes, it is.
Ah.
Okay, just let me type this up real quick. Okay. So I'll have to type up the table for them. Because I'll have to find it, but just a moment here, and I will show them to you.
Waiting for this woman to be a fucking vampire or some bullshit.
Elliot looks over to Deckham and just says, "Is that light burning brighter?"
I think he's poking the dice with a wand right now. Like poke.
How do you spell Avu?
AWVIL. I think it's AWIL. Because it's supposed to be a joke on the Latin that W makes the V sound. Yeah, it's AWIL. Knots of dice, devil's right hand moon. Something like 10. Oh. 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 Knots of dice. Does it say what
My
they
question
do?
is, did I kill your soul yet?
No. Release Montrose.
Seriously, the name isn't working.
The name's going over my head.
Gangster's Paradise.
Oh,
Come
Yeah.
on now.
I'm too young. I'm too young for all you old people. I'm sorry.
Please tell me Miser.
Oh, I didn't notice the name. I was looking at the notes. I didn't even look up at the name.
Oh, I got it.
So what do they do? It just says
Alright.
every.
Yeah, I have to make the table up, but yeah, you'll roll them, and what the outcome is either a benefit or not.
Oh, so it's like my playing card I gave you, but worse.
Maybe. I can't have you
love
have. I can't you just have you picking things? That would be too easy.
To be fair, you pick once and then you're just at the chance of RNG.
Yeah.
Anyway, oh.
They do
Oh.
a lot. What did you have to roll them for? Posterity. They are dice after all.
Oh,
Perhaps when we're not in the middle of a dangerous area at the moment.
considering this is a literal mobster's dice, I'll just hold on to these. She'll take them.
He was a rather interesting individual. Kind of looked like you in a weird way.
Depressed?
No, actually, she was full of life. And by that I mean murderous intent, but yeah.
To be fair, I'm not exactly filled with murderous intent for everything. Just a specific thing.
No, I meant with the horns and the ears and the other advancements that have been made to improve you.
You just hear like this mix of frustration and just like a sigh, and it's like, tired of these people.
Oh. Is someone's favorite project upset?
No. Annoyed. Yes. Upset. No. Trust me. When you've seen half the shit I've done, empathy and sadness have long gone out the window.
Oh, I know, I'm just seeing how much full of rage and revenge and hatred you are towards someone sitting in Bell's Harbor. Drinking up the high life.
I'm impressed you know this much.
I'm
Part of the
assuming
curse, I get to know a lot about everything. Whether I can remember it all is a different subject. And of course, what's the fun of telling everybody everything if you can't make them have emotional outbursts over it?
I'm curious. You said your mind's in. Never mind. We'll save that for later.
I suspect it might be because of Tony and some other inhabitants in there now.
Well, she said that, to put it in her own words, she has a lot of information, just things that she can't remember. Or
I can remember them all.
I see my attempt at making a joke just fell flat.
no, I'm trying. I got it. It's just I had a thought, but I'll hold off for now because I don't want to go deep diving into, crazy town.
Oh, yeah, you really don't want to go there.
I figured as much, considering how in tatters you seem as is.
At this point, I believe that's every town in this area.
I feel like I'm a little bit offended about that because honestly, I thought you were talking about what's it called? Fresk in Barovia. Literally a town of crazies. Well, I mean, they weren't crazy. Well, they were. Yes, that whole family's insane. But they are in the asylum.
The more I
And
keep
then
hearing
that
about Barovia,
Eclipse decided to start mutating them and taking their body parts to make a horrifying flesh golem to give to Strahd. That was a weird one.
Really don't want to go to Barovia.
neither do I.
I
The more
don't
we
either
hear
after
about
the last thing I've heard. Ugh.
the more people keep talking about it, the more I don't want to go.
And yet, the more I keep hearing about it, the more I'm fearing that we're going to be whisked over there against our wills.
No, as
Considering-
long as
Oh,
we keep
no,
to the Stoning's
no.
timetable, we should be fine.
No, you're fine, you're fine. Strahd's dead at the moment. Well, at the moment.
Yay.
So yeah, you basically can vacation there for the next
Wait.
3 weeks? Yes, 3
If
weeks.
Strahd, a Dark Lord, from what we know, correct? And he's dead.
Yes.
Shouldn't the plane start to fall apart?
Nope.
No, remember we were told about this. His curse of this plane is to bring adventurers in and then be killed by them. And also never get his beloved.
Okay.
You weren't paying attention to the play at all, were you?
Yes.
I suspect also that
Where's my pin
because
button?
Elliot just adds, I suspect also because the other half still exists. There in a way lies the fact that Strahd exists or still lives.
Actually, that does kind of have something to do with it, but reality, you see, Strahd originally made a deal with Death, and Death sold his ass to Vampire, and when Syndra went back and devoured Vampire into a phylactery, yeah, it kind of did that, but, ownership reverted back to Death, so got rid of the problem in some regards, but didn't really go the whole way. But Syndra doesn't have a problem with Death, so...
Alright. This plane just keeps getting fucking weirder.
I agree. It almost sounds like Death has been made into an actual physical personification that we're going to deal with.
Oh, you don't want to meet him. Not here.
I don't want to.
Depending on the world, I'm pretty sure death can take literal personification depending on gods, but it's not my real area of expertise.
We could talk about gods if you'd like.
No.
Like Deku has a god.
No.
I have a what?
I love how
Oh, you don't want to talk about Saint Kuthba? You want to talk about Ezra? Don't want to talk about...
Not in the realm or in an area where we're in the middle of hostilities or possible hostiles. There's a time
Oh.
and place for everything.
No, the rabbit hoods are that way, and the hags are that way. There could be some slimes around here. I don't sense them very well. She kind of walks over, sticks her hand in the water. You hear a sizzling sound as she brings it back out. And there's like just this mangled, bloody bones. Oh, yep, there's one over here. Don't step over here.
Jesus.
What's the next stop on your tour?
Oh, right, we're on the tour.
God,
Well, if you go this way.
like we're just browsing actual hell.
No, it feels more like we're browsing for a good place to die.
We're window shopping our options for suicide.
Actually, you can make a insight for me.
Don't tell me
Oh
there.
dear God.
Here we go. Insight.
I believe in us because we
Should've rolled that.
actually have a decently built insight party.
8.
Jebus, it's Sammy all over again!
Jeez, fantastic. Oh, it's not 3 nat ones in a row.
That is true.
God, that was just something to watch.
Hope it was a saint.
Yeah.
Until she wasn't, and then even in her death she was.
She was a saint of suffering, but
Still a saint.
I mean, technically, not wrong.
You were just not ready for that.
Elliot, especially you, the DC was lower for you because of your interaction with undead. You notice that for whatever reason, you're not sure if it's the lantern or something that Morrowind is doing. But as far as undead that would normally be attacking you, these seem very hesitant, very passive.
I think he's gonna keep that to himself for the brief moment, at least as he kind of looks at. Well, he's not hiding that he's looking at Morrowind, but then looks around, looks at the lamp, but then looks back at Morrowind, and then back to the path or the trail that we're going in. While not directing this to anybody, considering my past experience with undead, I am surprised that we're not being accosted by them.
maybe the lantern's protecting us? Or at least giving us a... what's the term I'm looking for? A good kind of area around us that they don't want to get near?
I suspect it's probably more the fact that there's an apex predator too close to us that they're not running in.
Points at Morwen.
Yeah.
He's just kind of rambling through different bodies and how she found them. It's completely inane and, you know, like, oh yeah, I found this one over off of a rock, and I found this one until she comes around and, oh, and here's number 3. As she comes around a tree, and you all see a desiccated but pretty still together except for the bullet holes in him aura.
Oh,
Oh shit.
Huh.
fuck.
By St. Cuthbert's grace, he's... I don't know. I'm gonna take a better look at that to see if that actually is his body. I guess it's investigation I'm gonna have to roll, which I'm not good at, but...
I'm gonna look at his holster to see if there's anything in it.
I'm gonna look at the bullet holes since I still have a bullet in possession if it starts reacting when I get close.
Okay, in turn, Elliot, this definitely is aura. Deckham, the holster is empty. Kael, as you draw near, there is this blue wisp of energy that begins burning from the name. If you bring it out, I mean, are you bringing it out? Because I think everybody else thinks you don't have one.
No, I it's more so like her like kind of putting her hands in her kind of pockets and walking forward and feeling if anything happens, more so.
It's getting cold. Like, how do I put it? Like something spraying cold mist on your fingers. Like, you're probably gonna have to take your hand out in a minute or get frostbite.
Yeah, so she'll probably do that then. And just kind of like shake her hand out.
Yep, number 3. He came here. I almost gave him all this information. He told me he'd be back. And then he died.
Should we be
Are there
worried about
other incarnations of this particular gentleman?
Yes, I believe, Chestnut, you are in contact with number 6.
Well, this isn't aura, but it is one. This is his weapon. I think
Yes, on him is an interesting one. So much weight on his shoulders.
How old does the body look?
Probably your guess? Roll me a medicine, maybe?
Try... No,
I believe.
We'll see. Medicine.
Either a medicine or nature, whichever one is higher. But okay, I'm gonna take that. You're gonna guess somewhere about 8 months to a year and a half.
Well, it's certainly not the aura we know, since this body is old. Probably 8 to 16 months. I'm not really good at the medical terms, and the swamp could easily have altered.
Well,
But that does worry me, though, since if this is his third body here and looks over to Morwen for confirmation and we met the sixth one, and the fact that we need whatever was taken from him by Margula, we're eventually gonna have to look for him, I guess.
Well, to be honest, that was just to get him out. I could leave anytime I wanted. Here to help you all.
I thought Callisti said that in order to make a sustainable portal, it would need all of us, not just individuals.
The ones that want to leave.
Okay. I was always under the impression that in order to like be able to sustain us all, that it would like we'd have to like do like the power of friendship combined kind of thing, rather than just you open your own person. Okay.
Everybody who, that's why she said, like, it is a possibility some of you could die. You only have to get yours. And the other things that are required to get the portal open.
Yeah.
Morwen just kind of sits there. Yeah, that's about right. Winchester came and got him, or should I say other Orem. Or a zero. But yeah, there's six shots in a revolver, right? I don't.
Some have 7, depending.
I'm not that knowledgeable about firearms, but I suppose this was his current last shot then.
I hate that my brain's like, technically you can have 8 because you could chamber 1 and then have 7. But I'm like, no, that's not how revolvers work.
No.
Yeah.
And technically you can have a 25, but anyway, we're not going to talk about
I was
that
going to
stage.
start going off, and I'm like, nah,
We're not going to talk about revolvers that have no purpose for existing.
I love the pepper box though. It's so good for no reason.
The pepper boxes are fine. No, there was just like somebody built a revolver that was like a 22 caliber that had like
20
somehow the cylinder
shots.
moved and shit, and it was just like the dumbest goddamn.
So overcomplicated.
Okay. Well, I mean, we could bury him, but I don't even know if burying him in this place is worth it.
We should not remove him from the tree. That
Exactly.
would irritate the tree.
Oh no,
I
this
don't-
isn't a dead one. You see her like tongue lash out and she kind of licks it. Nope, definitely not one of those. That one over there is. As all of you turn and the tree actually kind of moves a little bit.
Ugh.
It's like that comedic, oh, you found me, and now he's just disappointed.
Yep.
Oh god. If it's not, oh jeez, if it's not cursed, I guess Kyle will. You said he's hanging, right? Just to clarify, 'cause my brain's being really dumb.
Yes.
Then I'll just throw a psychic knife to kind of just cut him down from the rope.
I mean, burying him is not really going to do much. He's not going to get back up after getting shot like he is, and with the way he is, I mean,
It's not about trying to protect us, just more so out of principle.
I'll give.
No, I mean, if you're in principle, you could always go and try to actually, stop him. But that depends. Do you like saving worlds? Are you good people? Do you like doing things like that?
I don't think it's a matter of like or dislike, but rather we do it because we choose to out of a genuine sincerity to help another, and if we are able to.
No, the real
Yeah,
question is, are you helping him, or are you helping an entire world of doomed people who might join this place?
You mean you actually see the slight puzzle look on Elliot's face for a moment. The world that Aura came from.
Yes. Completely doomed to join the domains.
Wait, why is his world doomed to go into this reality?
Because of his actions.
Kyle's kind of ignoring this and like, Deckham, do you still have that shovel?
Yes.
I just need a quick hole, just so we can bury it. Not too deep, just enough to cover him.
Are you sure you want to spend that kind of time?
I mean, would you not?
No.
Oh no, not the cross zombie.
What?
Nothing.
Oh, my name changed. I didn't
Yeah.
know.
Well, at the very least, is there like any, I guess, small stone or anything at the very least?
As you're actually doing this, like Morwen's like staring at Elliot, but her hands move and like one of her eyes just kind of moves for a second out of being locked on him. Or you get that feeling that it does. It's kind of hard to tell with completely whited out, that sickly glow on him. As she kind of moves her hand and you watch as probably about a 4-foot deep hole opens in the earth. As she casts Move Earth.
Elliot's just going to give last rites for this current aura of. Well, I guess as you put, whenever you guys put the body in there, or you'll help. But you'll just go. Here lies aura number 3. We didn't know you for that long, but we traveled with you, and because I rolled that wisdom saving throw, if we are able to, we'll see if we can save the world from your mishap. Or at least your world. From a sin that you shared.
Because I have 5 of these. I'm going to, once she kind of gets the muck or put back, I'm just gonna kind of stick one of my 5 bottles of water on top of this, kind of like a small marker. Not like deep enough that the muck will hold it, but not into like that'll get swallowed basically.
Like as you guys are doing that, you just watch her at one point, and she just starts mumbling to herself as she like turns down, and you watch as she kind of pulls her shirt away, and she's like, "Fine, Richard. Shit, you know what you did."
God damn it.
As you watch, she literally, you hear this wet sound of her jagged nails driving into her skin as she pulls out this foot-long centipede and just throws it in the hole before covering it over. That's right, you can walk down there with him too.
Right.
Perfect. Now his company.
Yeah.
Bad company. Wish he was such a frickin' little bastard. He knows what he did. He took the last crumpet of tea last time.
Is it? I don't
You
even want to ask.
turn people into insects.
Then she like stops. What do you mean, Tony? It was Mike?
I'm gonna say
Well-
yes, Declan, and just keep going.
Mike, everyone, take that as a lesson. You get off the hook this time, Mike. But remember, you could be down there dying with him too. Yes, I could always dig him up. put you in a jar. See, there's a jar there now.
Not pointing at me.
No, she's pointing at the jar in the bucket. The
Oh,
bottle.
yeah, the water bottle.
Yeah, I know.
I
See
don't
how
even
you-
know. I don't know why I have random items that I have sometimes because I forgot where I got these. I just know I had 5 bottles of water.
Elliot's just gonna
I
add.
think it was
well,
holy water.
It is. That's what makes it funnier.
Sorry about that. Mike's an
Elliot,
asshole.
I'm pretty sure Elliot can bless water into holy water. Just needs silver shavings and the like.
I don't think we're gonna get those here unless you want to start shaving your silver and making it useless.
Do I have enough? No, I do have 20 pieces of silver. Don't know if I can turn them to shavings. But we're not in a good place right now to try that.
Yeah.
Have a drill.
But Elliot will reply to Morwin a little bit more certain now, as he was giving Aura 3 his last rites. If we are able to save his world, we will make the attempt. But now, we need to settle the things that are binding us here and also see if we can foil Margula's plans.
Not to be a damper, but I might dig him back up later.
Did you at least
Just-
not hang him in the tree?
I suppose. Then again, he's down there with Richard. Who knows what Richard's gonna do to him?
Just don't do it while we're in front of us.
Well, I mean, we haven't gone to the dance hall yet.
The what?
Well, I mean, that was the last one in the tour for the Hanging Gardens, but we could go to the dance hall. It's right over there.
That come. How's the torch looking for the dance hall?
Point it in the direction she gestures.
It grows dim. Pretty dim.
I apologize, but that doesn't look like the direction that we're head.
Good. I'd rather not waste any more time in this place.
Yeah, neither would I.
Oh, but I thought we were getting to be such good friends. Better company than Richard.
I think you used the word friend a little too
Loosely.
definitely.
Nice. We haven't tried stabbing each other yet. Well, okay, wait, we did.
Like 5 times.
I mean, you know,
And
friends who stab together stay together or something, right?
No, because I haven't stabbed Elliot yet, and I've been with him for a good while. Actually, I'm actually trying to remember if any time in this point KL has come to
No.
blows.
I don't think so.
Okay. I think it's been a lot of like tossed words back and forth, but not coming to blows yet.
You've both thought about killing a child, but
Yeah, well, we don't talk about that.
Elliot's
Noah
a shame.
Kyle
But he
is
re-
not.
Elliot's a shame, but he did resolve himself to end her suffering. Just didn't. And suffering came to a different meaning for him.
Alright, I mean, I guess I could take you over there. It's probably the best, safest place. Tie her up. The oozes don't get to you.
That would be lovely, thank you.
Alrighty. Who wants to roll me something?
I'll take this turn. Actually, you know what? No. How about Jebus? 'Cause you-
Yeah, Jeebus has been kind of.
I want to
believe in
see
you.
if
What
that
am I rolling? Google?
D100.
I believe.
4.
Oh my god. God damn it, Jeebus! This is all your fault.
You knew this was coming. Visor said I'm gonna roll it.
Yes, that's why I
Well-
paused. I'm like, that's why I paused when I said I was gonna take over. I was like, nah, let Jeebus do it. You got better
that's-
chance of low rolls.
See, that's the best part. Even if I know what's gonna happen, I could still yell at you and make it feel like it's your fault.
I'm happy. I'm happy I
Yeah.
chose you, buddy.
Sacrifice.
Oh, this is way too happy.
There was happiness in this?
Nope. All right. She leads you to a location. So, yeah. So this is here. I'd stay away from over there. I think there's a rabbit hutch over there.
What exactly is a rabbit hutch?
Where rabbits live.
Never heard of it be called a hutch before.
No, it's like a murder of crows, or a slaughter, or a massacre, or oh, they call it a Valentine's Day party in some places.
The hell's a Valentine's Day?
I don't know, but it
I'm
had to do
curious.
something with a massacre.
Of course it does.
I suspect it has a lot of associations with red and blood in it.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of passion, apparently, a lot of love. So it might have been one of those, you know, when you have two lovers and they go on a murder spree.
A lover's quarrel?
Is that what it's
No.
called? I mean, I had a
Technically-
lover's quarrel with mine. I can't remember
Technically,
his
no.
fucking name, but I want to kill him.
I suspect there is some sort of passion that goes along with it if they are murdering people in massive amounts of red. Ellie's gonna look around a bit. Just for any sense of possible danger or something that is amiss.
It is fucking dark.
Yes, the mist
Oh, yeah.
tends to really close in around this time of day.
But I forgot Deckham doesn't have dark vision.
He does not.
Good luck, buddy.
Am I going to irritate anything if I cast a spell so I could see?
And more like Morwood kind of does move things, and like there's an ash pile that she sets on fire. It's the magic.
You three feeling weary? It's time to sleep.
I mean, I could probably take a small break, but I don't know how far we have left to go to get the hell out of here.
If what the Stani had told us, and I think it was it Daro or Varu that guided us here, Deckham.
I was Varro.
From what Varro said, it was going to be a 2 to 3 day journey. I suspect he was calculating also the amount of times we would be resting. And it would be ill-advised to simply force ourselves to go forward without at least some possible rest in the event that we might run into something that would require us to be at our best or peak condition.
I guess resting wouldn't be too bad, at the very least.
I suppose 2-man watch. Looks over very briefly at Morrowind, but then reconsiders it and then just looks. I guess I will take the first watch along with whoever wishes to watch along.
I only need to be powered down for about 4 hours, but even while I'm powered down, I still have sensory operation, but it is dark.
Very well. I will be your eyes for this first 4 hours then.
Moogle, does it feel like time that, is it nighttime?
Yes.
Okay.
You assume because it's, there's definite darkness, and
This
you
place is
every now and
always-
then get that feeling of that perhaps there's a full moon out there.
Well, Deca will take some time and set up that fucking 20-pound tent that he has.
Jesus Christ.
They're heavy in this game.
Why?
I don't know. They're 20 pounds.
I guess because technically it's more so the stakes than the actual materials of the tent, and probably like a thick leather tent.
Yeah, probably. So he'll set it up, and whoever's going to sleep can sleep in there.
Kyle will probably just, like, occasionally just hammer in some of the stakes, help out a little bit, and then just kind of hop in.
Yeah, Elliot will help out as well and check on some of the prepared tea that Deckham has done.
Too well.
Well, you are definitely getting the right preference taste of tea that I like.
Extremely dark.
And bitter. Actually, wait, no, that's coffee, isn't it?
That's coffee. There's bitter
Oh.
tea, but it a little bit tasty.
I can already imagine Deckham producing a cup of, a pot of coffee along with a pot of tea, and Elliot, because of his damn pure taste, he doesn't quite pick him out just yet. He's getting there now.
Deca will offer some chamomile tea to those who are going to sleep.
Not like a huge tea fan, but sure.
It adds to the brain chemicals. Way faster.
Oh, so it's just chamomile.
Yeah, it's chamomile. I
Basically.
say it's stupid.
Okay.
Funny.
I've never heard it called that and was very confused.
I think it's a TikTok.
Okay.
I was wondering too, I was like, wait, that sounds familiar, but that's not it.
It's chamomile.
No, it's
but said
actually
like a fucking idiot.
What, it's actually melatonin tea. You did,
Oh, I have
you
gummies.
didn't
in
tell
that.
us. But of course he does. She'll drink a little bit of it. Fuck, I don't know what flavor is chamomile bitter or like
I
a
don't
sweet bitter?
know. Personally, never had it.
Okay.
Chamomile is a floral. I wouldn't say bitter. It's more of a. It's a soothing nighttime one.
So I guess like for an alcohol comparison, is it kind of like a lavender-esque gin kind of flavor almost with like less alcohol content?
I don't even know if I'd put it in like gin. It's
Yeah.
I guess it'd be like super smooth whiskey, but without the alcohol part.
Ah, okay. That makes sense then.
Like silver rum in a way. Like it's very
Ugh, silver rum's so
it's
bad.
very
Very
smooth. It's designed to be, you know, calming.
Yeah.
Weird. Oh. Weird. But yeah, I guess she'll just take a sip and just kind of, after she's done, just leave the cup sitting outside the tent.
He refills it and offers the empty cup to Morwin.
Oh, thank you. She
Oh.
drinks it.
I have to thank you for the tour somehow. If you've had good food in a while.
Particularly with the end of the day. I've had a really fat. Oh, I didn't eat that. I should have. I ate a bird about 3 months ago. I think it was the last bird in the entire place.
Rabbits eat all the other wildlife.
No, they ran.
Ah.
But the rabbits did eat the bears. And the crocodiles. Whatever those one things were. There was a lot of wildlife here before that I really never understood. It was a little bit unique to me.
What are those rabbits? I was under the suspicion that they were part of a more dangerous creature, at least known in Oarth as the wolf in sheep clothing, but they're definitely not. At least from my understanding.
The tree mimics? Yeah, we have those. Not in this part, they're usually a little bit more in the woods. Closer to the city. Where the other mimics. Rabbits? I'm not entirely sure. I think they're a function of death. Mostly, I just guess I've never really been interested. Well, time for me to find out then.
I really hope she doesn't bring a horde of them back here.
I hope so too. If that's the case,
Always up for a nighttime jog?
well, we gotta make sure that Kael and Zamar get their rest first.
Oh, yes. I was just saying if she brought a horde of murderers.
Oh yes, definitely a midnight jog. Along with me throwing a couple of javelins at her so they can finish her off while we are running.
Right, well. And then I guess Outwatch proceeds.
Yep, and Elliot will stick a couple of javelins into the ground, make sure that they're ready to be thrown at the first moment of trouble. And he'll offer a quiet inner monologue of prayer to St. Cuthbert.
Okay,
Should I roll the religion?
sure.
Oh,
Your javelins explode.
wow, I rolled crap. An 8.
Alright. So you're going into a prayer trance?
Yep.
right, Elliot. As you focus and begin to go into your prayer and the trance that comes with it, you hear a voice. It seems distant at first. Ah! Hey! Oh, there. Okay, yeah. Now I can hear you. Is that you, Elliot?
Pause. Greybeer?
No, it's me, sick Cuthbert. Really? You can't tell the difference? Well, I guess he is my greatest freaking warrior. Well, one of them.
You do sound quite alike. Well, at
But
least
we're
when
both from the same place.
also when he drinks a lot.
Aye. Part of the faith.
His branch of the faith, yes.
Aye, the faith. Where are you?
In a disgusting hellhole of mix and match patchwork of demi-planes. And the one that we're in particular is the Ichor Swamp. I don't suppose the word Barovia means anything to you.
Oh, bloody shit, you're in... Wait, how the hell are you in Barovia?
No, we're not, thankfully, but we're in a place called the Ichor Swamp.
You know how many people I lost to fucking Barovia?
This is news to me as well now.
I mean, not from Earth, but, you know, there's like a couple other ones that I look over and... It's like, they just up and disappear like you did. Then you
So
die.
I actually met my father at the island of Cicero. He was strung up and bled almost to death by my mother. Or at least a thing that claimed to be my mother.
Wait, you're telling me wait, I had to say figured that one out, didn't I? Right. You're right. I should have figured out the fact that he got laid finally. Didn't really think about it when he came back with you. Anyway, if you see him again, would you give him a kick in the buttocks for fucking running out on me?
I will do so.
You know, I mean, it's not every day I give an undead unholy fuck like him a fucking job.
He had a crisis of faith.
We'll kick him in both of them then. And the third one.
It shall be done when I next meet him.
Hey. So, it looks like you found me blade, too.
More like someone found me with your blade. But it is good to hear. That being
Does it
said,
smell like you're surrounded by undead shite?
yes, it's called the Ichor Swamp for a reason.
You killed it all, right?
Looks for left to right, looks around, but to Decim it probably seems like Elliot is still very much in a trance and not moving at all. No, it's not going to be as simple as me hitting things with the blade. I'll work around there somehow.
Wait. You're telling me you're surrounded by undead and you ain't killed you made it full dead?
It's been a few corpses. Plus, we're on a time-scheduled mission.
Alright, I guess I'm a little confused. You mind giving me the quick rundown?
Myself and a few others have been, I believe you call the term, spirited away into a strange dark realm that we're not able to move about due to things precious to us have been removed. We are dealing with a Dark Lord, a pirate, and he attempts to do something that, well, we're not entirely sure, involves moving in and out of this dark prison to the multiverse that they keep calling it. We're dealing with a much more dangerous problem than every single undead that needs to be smited here. Desperately needs to be smited.
Okay, and you're gonna do that, right?
Yes.
Hey.
Just one thing takes a higher priority than the others. Can't go stepping on every single... I paused as soon as I saw that roll.
That roll.
I know, I'm trying to ignore the roll. Ellie goes, yes, I can keep smiting every single thing and let the greater danger, the greater problem escape. So going after the heart of the problem first. Then I'm going to make sure every single one of the limbs are turned to ashes.
Hey, that sounds about right then. Well, it would appear I can't do much more than talk to you because of where the fuck you are. Because that's some bullshit. I'm gonna have to get somebody who figure that shit out.
I believe somebody's people call it Ravenloft. They say Dark Realm, Dark Powers, Breach. Like I said, it is a patchwork of places that have been pulled into this demi-plane. It does not make a lick of sense if, for me, that I'm explaining this to you.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why you got the name Vecna keeping up in your freaking head every now and then?
Apparently, that individual, along with Aslan Rex, have made their appearance or were around.
Wait, that's where they ran off to?
Apparently so.
Hold on a second. Rao, get over here. I found him. Like, yeah, I found him. But okay, right, it wasn't me. It was one of my fucking boys. Well, I mean, I can't get there myself, but well, you fucking figure it out. Crazy. What do I get down there? Voltus is gonna get down there and do it for a frickin'. You see Vecna, you take the other hand.
Well, I don't know where Vecna or Aslan Rex are located at, but apparently they are either here or were lurking about in this demiplane. There was also a consistent mention of a Strahd von Zarevich and a Margula, who's our main target right now.
Oh, hey. That makes
Also, someone named Winchester. We're gonna have
sense.
to
Ain't got a
probably
fucking clue what the hell that is. Well, again, it doesn't seem like I can give you much more than what the powder I got in the sword.
I will make do with what is available that I have here. It is
We'll
just
see
good to-
what I can do to get you more, but again, it's hard to figure out where the bloody hell you are.
He kind of pauses to really think about it as he kind of makes the image of Callisti, a cat mage, which calls herself Duskhaven, her last name. Said this place exists but does not exist. It's a blind spot.
Let me get it straight. You dressed a cat up as a freaking hag, and you're trying to get things to. I don't even get the idea of what's going on here.
I know. Though I am curious, but what is the situation dealing with Ward Duke and his fiends and followers of various evil stuff?
Oh, I had the other stars go put their foot up his ass.
So he hasn't taken Greyhawk yet. Alright.
Well, not entirely. I mean, you know, it's. He's got that asshole clenched pretty fucking tight, to be honest. Don't you worry. I told all the boys to start using pointed boots.
I'll have to take up that uniform then.
Oh, it looks fucking ridiculous what some of them come up with. I got one guy who's sitting out there now, trying to kick everything with these freaking foot-long metal spikes coming out the top of his freaking boots. If it wasn't so goddamn funny, I'd smite the shit out of him myself for being so dumb. Oh, wait, shit, he just impaled a fucking goblin. You don't see that guy shit every day. I mean, well, you do, when he may, but that's still pretty funny. Right. Anyway, my blessings are with you, boy.
Thank
Go, you know, get rid of them undead for me.
I'll
Bro,
be
bring me
wor-
another. What? You're over there by the fridge now. You can bring me another. And then it just cuts out.
That's perfectly fine. Elliot just adds, huh. Now I think about it, that's actually the first time I heard St. Cuthbert. No wonder why Greybeard talks like that. I've been following my own religion wrong. And yes, Deckham, you do hear Elliot actually say, have I been following my religion wrong?
And you hear the sword. No.
Elliot, maybe you should get some sleep.
How much time has passed, Deckham?
Like 10 minutes, but you've been staring at that log for the entire time. I don't think you blinked.
That explains why my eyes hurt a little bit. I had a very brief an interesting conversation with my patron god, St. Cuthbert. I'm quite surprised.
Talked. God. Doesn't seem right.
Yes, I'm worrying if these dark powers are playing the illusion trick upon me, so I had to ask some pointed questions. It seems it passes through, or at least a passing grade, but if my sword hasn't reacted in any negative way, I suspect it might be of a small kernel of truth into it.
Oh, as Lord Fizzlebang always used to say, D stands for degree.
There's a pause. A look of slight confusion, but then Elliot would just power on through. Right. It seems like there is that accurate point of this realm or this demi-plane we're in does not seem to be noticed by the pantheons of our worlds. I'm quite surprised. Do you hear
What is
that?
that?
And
Bird?
that sounds like a baby crying. And Elliot is going to get up
Sick?
and have his sword at the hand.
I mean, what does a very angry rabbit sound like?
Like that noise. Wake up Kyle and Zamar.
Both of them.
I think we're about to get a problem as he's going to get with his free hand a javelin.
Reach into the tent, just a little electricity is going to arc through both Sidmar and Kyle's feet.
Just that image of like two fucking cats when like you run something where like they're all hyped up and like their backs are arced.
We have company, I think. Or babies?
What?
We heard something.
You see her kind of like just slowly getting up and out of the tent. You sure you're just did hear like a malfunction or something weird with this plane?
No, Elliot heard it too.
Alright, give me a minute. Kind of just hobbles out of the tent. Direction.
All around.
Didn't.
I'm gonna make a perception, see if I can remember which direction I was hearing that from, because I have a suspicion, but I want to make certain. Of course, my thing is gonna go wrong. The only thing that comes to my mind is where Morwen went. That's it.
That is where it came from.
Oh shoot. Elliot immediately tells Deckham, "Do you remember what I mentioned if Morwen would have brought back a horde of rabbits after her, right?"
You're going to throw a spear at her.
I am going to use her as a decoy.
Oh dear God. Wait, she went to go get. Never mind.
She wanted to go see if they can eat undead flesh.
Should we be worried at all about her? Like, I get.
Constantly. But also, seems she's keeping most of the denizens of this plane away from us.
That is true.
More scared of her than they are hungry for us. But, sounds of it, the rabbits aren't denizens of this plane.
Is that what a rabbit sounds like?
I don't No.
Wouldn't know really either.
Again,
I pitched and
the fact that the
squeaky, and I don't think
crimes,
any babies are running around here.
you do remember those hideous fetus creatures. I'm just saying, there are monsters out there that can mimic the sounds of the defenseless in order to lower our guard down or make us hastily go to their aid when we're going into a trap.
Let's not hastily do anything, but if they believe we should probably move in that direction.
Agreed.
You just see her like slowly grabbing one of her, or getting one of her purple knives ready.
Is he gonna take a half step or is he gonna walk at half speed? He has the dodge action ready. Well, he's readying up the dodge action, but sword on one hand and spear in the other just to make sure that he's not taken completely off guard. Then moves another 15 feet, but... So looking here, is that Merc or is that growth or land?
It's some grant land.
Does Zidmar see that?
Maybe you can roll a perception.
Okay.
Oh, shoot.
Yes.
Guys, we have company.
Oh. Let me just see. Okay. I can throw I'm throwing that javelin. Well, I need to really...
That's a fucking dexterous zombie. Not really, but it's just funny.
Of course, why am I always rolling such a low...
Why is
Hello,
the rogue not
Paladin.
going first?
When Dex is your dump stat.
Yes, I know. So, before the initiative, or our initiative, can I just throw that javelin, or...
Yeet.
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, let's make sure I got the range done right. Okay, so it will be a disadvantage, sadly. But... Eat.
Yeah, that'll hit a zombie. As you see this, waterlogged, bloated, overly pale corpse, and it just hits and just kind of. And let me get the turn order correct, which means Zamar goes first.
Okay, well, Zidmar's gonna do what Zidmar's gonna do. He's gonna run up and punch you. You have multi-attacks. He gets a bonus action attack too, right? That would just be an unarmed.
Correct.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, you
or
just get a
could-
free bonus action.
Right.
Or
Attack,
if you want to be that person, you could also go flurry of blows. But
He's not gonna blast it all at a zombie quite yet.
We just need some decent music. But
And for the sake of martial key bullshit, he has key of powered strikes, magical attacks.
well, I'm gonna mention that at the second unarmed is. Well, let me see. I guess I gotta roll that for him. Don't they? Yep. Which it took an extra.
God damn it, our paladin. Why did you run?
Val didn't run away. He was
The
going
fall-
forward.
As the zombie's head just pops off and it flops to the ground next to the fire.
He lands from spinning around, just kicking him in the head, and just says, "Oh." Claps his hands. We're clear.
I have a feeling we're probably not. I'm gonna hold my action until I see someone show up. I'm gonna throw something at them, mostly the dice, once they're in range for the dice.
Alright.
Elliot's just gonna add, I suspect that thing is not alone.
Now, let me make sure that's in range.
Elliot, I don't like it when you're right. Oh, hello.
That one is charging you. We might as well just make it charge.
I don't get sneak, but that's 2-1. I think also technically we had it on bludgeoning and piercing. So I'll guess it's up to you.
Yeah, you choose whichever.
I'd probably I don't want to metagame it, but screw it, bludgeoning. Make more
Yeah, I
sense.
don't care.
Okay. Okie dokie.
Might as well have them rush in, right? There we go.
Oh.
As most
Okay.
zombies do. Jack, I'm about to get slapped.
Yeah, kitty.
I think Zamar is busy at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, it's my turn. Alright.
Sorry.
That's what I
We're
was
all
so
waiting.
confused, like
Well. So. We hit by it. Damn it.
Do you need help with the measuring tool?
No. I was just trying to see. So I'll catch these three in a fairy fire.
Okay, that's a what, 20 by 20 square?
Yeah.
Alright. Would you ping that? I think it's a dex save.
Yes. I'll ping it. What? This concentration. So,
I will try. Oh,
wow, they all failed. Wait. Also one, not one. He tripped over the other ones.
Colin.
They
Yeah,
all got-
perfect. Yellow. Yes.
They all got hit by the fairy fire. The
Uh,
one that did a nat one thought it was a living creature to eat.
Well, since there are zombies around, I would avoid making loud noises, which is horrible for my combat. I'll be here if you need me, and I need you.
I'll be right there.
What color is Deckham's light? Or
Uh,
fairy fire?
Let's. Usually he turns them a red. Kind of like the same light he turns when he's in combat.
Okay.
You look at my
There we
spell
go.
list going, everything is loud. I'm a storm mage. I'm not built for stealth.
I feel insulted because there's nowhere for me to hide.
Bushes everywhere.
Yeah, there are bushes everywhere.
Well, they also ran up onto me.
Yeah.
So aim and, you know, don't fuck up.
I don't have Skulker. Not worth it. Smile.
Anything else, Deckham?
I think that will be. Wait. I gotta check a thing. It is. Love this. This is. Ha! I always use tempestuous magic to fly 10 feet over here. And to help Kyle, I'm going to get in combat with this one. You can stab things better.
Bam.
That is
So,
very awesome.
Deco flicks out his hand, and this just red square appears, and they all begin to glow. And as this one's like kind of distracted by his hand, just like a couple of boosters on his shoulder just push him sideways.
I
Goodbye!
imagine he's like. I imagine he's like Kyle. Look out, as he kind of can't control it at first, or does he actually have control?
Hand up! I've had this since level 1. I'm just an idiot.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's a level 1
Yeah.
thing.
Jebus.
To be honest, I've
it's
really
so
never
great.
been in combat where I didn't want to not be within 5 feet.
Also true. But that could have saved you like in so many different ways from getting
Yeah.
away from people.
Or get you closer to your target too if you manipulate the movement of it.
Alright, I get it, I'm an idiot.
That could
No.
have been used like in the whole break-in house episode.
Yeah, that would probably have been very helpful.
Actually, the
This
one that I was
book-
thinking about was the cross manor.
Yeah, well that too. But I was thinking more so the idea of like the bodyguard he kept fucking up. He could have just been like, no.
Ain't stealthy.
Or he
I
could-
just zoom with jets.
You don't zoom with
I'm a robot, I use jets.
I'm sorry,
thinking
I have
that's
no
not-
idea.
that's not- I didn't notice that you had to cast a spell to make it work.
Yeah, I have
it's
to
not
cast
as
a level
good
1
as-
spell.
Still pretty good though.
I used a lot of cantrips in combat, mainly.
I mean, that's fair. Like early game spellcasters, like cantrips are your best friend.
Okay.
I'm ready to get fucking mauled.
As am I, because I'm literally standing alone.
Coconut Mall. You've been coconut.
There's a suggest regrouping. Oh, that one's fat. Oh dear.
Elliot?
Well, you know what? I should have freaking planned my movement speed of where I was going. Because I got 35 movement speed, so I can get into the thick of it. Okay. Because I see it. I see the big one. Thanks to the fire. Okay. What can I do? Yep. I know what that is.
Got a
Or
lot
at
of
least
teeth.
it's got a
He
tongue too.
He just wants a hug. And your soul. But mostly a hug.
Bonus action. I'm gonna use Shield of Fate. Get myself +2 AC as I am moving forward. Normally I'd be focusing on the little weaklings there, but there's a big one there that I don't want it to surround the others. And here comes 2 attacks.
Oh my god.
And then with that second hit, actually let me just ping that down, and I'm going to burn a second level for Divine Smite. Hopefully I'd be seen as the bigger threat. And because it is undead, it should take an extra 10 radiant damage right there.
Plot twist, it's not undead. It's just unfriendly.
All to this guy here.
Tactical nuke the zombie with a paladin. Yep.
Jeez.
This is why Ravenloft is like a paladin's best friend.
Oh, it's a worst nightmare for a paladin. Trust me.
Yes. I didn't stutter.
Ah, Elliot, you're here. Oh, Elliot.
That's it for Elliot.
Anything else?
That's it for Elliot. Bonus action, Shield of Fate, movement.
This reminds me of when fucking we do big war scenarios. And we
Oh,
and
right.
it's just a bunch of movies.
Sinma. Well, he's going to take his first 2 attacks at advantage.
Pop pop.
A whackety smackety.
Oh my god. Well, there's the crit. Yep.
Ah,
I
perfect.
mean, I'll roll it, but fuck it. No.
No, if you crit, then you don't get to roll it. If
I still
remember
do.
correctly.
Yeah, it's radiant or critical, so.
Oh,
No,
really?
yeah, he crit because he had advantage.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I didn't know that part.
Yep.
Yeah, unless it's
Yeah,
damage.
that's why like fishing for crits is really good.
All right,
Against
and
zombies
since he
and
doesn't
target.
like being surrounded at all, he's going to use it. How many key points does it take to flip?
Flurry of
It
blows
should
is
have
one.
6.
What?
What? Oh.
No, for flurry of blows it's one.
Dude.
Ah.
Whack, whack.
Oh my god.
That's terrifying.
Most monks are.
And if it's still alive,
Barely.
great. I need it to make a strength save.
Oh no. My boy.
Tripping it. Gotta trip it.
No, he's pushing
Let's
it.
shove it back.
Yeah, so it's
Boy.
pushed directly back 15 feet. Good bar. Take up this side of the flank over here. And used everything he's got.
Alright, Kyle.
Can't help me.
Well, I might as well since I'd like to aim steadily. My bonus action and where's my second knife? This one. Jesus.
I think that's probably your lowest damage roll I've seen.
No, that's pretty fucking
That's
high.
pretty
Isaac.
good.
That's like max damage.
Your max, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the
It
The
can-
Sneak
unwieldy-
attack's a little low.
It might be able
but like,
to crit.
Anything else, Kyle?
Ah, yes, the most defensive
No, that was my
position
bonus.
is straight fucking line.
that was my bonus action. Can't use my movement because I steady aimed. So yeah, that's it.
Does it dumb? We're gonna rush.
Rush the fucking hurdy man.
Rush the man that just turned our leader into a
One
bright
is gonna
light.
make an attack at Zamar because it's right there.
Zamar will point out that he sees something over here.
Anything bad?
And pretty
I
much
can't
get
tell.
missed.
No.
Deckham.
Deckham! Yes, me. Absolutely. Totally me.
So wait, no attacks or?
It rolled its attack. It rolled a 10.
Yeah, one attack. The rest charged at you.
This is a beautiful 5-foot line. Yes? But I hit my feline friend.
Nah, I mean,
Or
otherwise
am I
you'd have
over
to
here?
Elliot too. I mean, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't see a reason why you would.
So you guys hear a very familiar wind up.
Oh no. Is it the shovel?
I suggest getting down.
Elliot's immediately backing up.
How do I see
Or-
that being the same statement made later on when he brings out a disco ball?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. He cast dancing
so-
lights, but it's just
Ignore that damage, my friend, because I have a thing.
And I feel like it would be wasted on a bunch of zombies, but
Yeah, you're probably
your
right.
choice.
Yeah.
I mean, you can if you really want to.
Oh, we're gonna leave it there. I was supposed to call it before I do it anyway, so. Check my movements. I moved 20 feet. I'm gonna zoop my 10 feet. Run back over here. Alright, everyone, watch your corners. I still can't see.
why did you run the? Oh wait,
Just
never
get
mind.
a line. You only shoot straight. Oh, hello.
Oh, there's another one.
This one's grosser. Ah!
First one's coming to Zabar.
I love how we just went to the fucking blender strat. Oh dear God.
Next one,
Zabar
next two are
just, like,
coming to
lazily
Kyle.
moves out of the way.
First
Oops.
one. First one missed. The second one hit. Nah, it's fine.
Yep.
Let me roll the con. Where is my con? Good thing I have nothing. Oh, I have two. Wow. That's not an advantage, but wow, I passed. I rolled a nat one.
Yeah.
I saw that. I was like, well, goodbye. The rogue has died.
I failed that save in Death House last session.
Oh,
That's fucking rough.
that's somebody getting sacrificed.
I was actually saved. My party actually liked me enough.
Elliot.
Elliot, blender man, go. Be free. Oh wait, I'm not an elf. Or wait. Other than an elf and an oh. Why is it specifically elves? Really weird.
That is a weird question.
Yeah.
Why only? Oh.
Elliot,
Oh,
I think this
'cause I
is what
guess
your
it's
sword was talking
sleep-inducing.
about.
I guess because the distinction is it's like sleep inducing or like charm.
Okay,
Yeah.
there was a bunch of sirens that were going about. I want to burn my only game inspiration thing for re-rolling that second attack. Just
Okay.
I want to make sure I hit the darn things.
Nah, these things won't kill us. Wow.
Okay, I feel more confident with that.
Okay.
And finally, I will burn one. Oh, never mind.
We're really
Yeah, well,
terrified. If you can't tell, Moogle.
Weird how much
We are fucking
damage we can
spooked
pump
right
out.
now.
Yeah, there was some heavy fire sirens going about, and they somehow decided to park while hitting their goddamn honking horn. Like, really? You're gonna park and hit the horn?
See, I want to roll the gangster's pair of dice, but I don't think Google has them set up, and I feel like that's too mean.
Yeah, that's it for Elliot.
If you really wanted to, I would do it, and maybe I'll figure it out on the
Nah.
fly. I already have the what happens if you get snake eyes. So
I'm fine. I have some other things I can do.
Alright,
I'm
so
not,
Mar's
like,
gonna
in
do
that
some
desperate.
cool monk shit and get over here. So we can have flanking. This thing's ass.
Fucking. That's not beating his ass, Jebus. Okay, that second one was.
I don't know their AC.
True.
Turn over to the one next to him and just backhand it in the head.
Boot to the head.
all right. Anything else?
I think that's all Sinmar's gonna do.
Kyle.
Alright. Because it's always fun, and I think I'm more advantageous to kind of just stand here and stab. Man, I wish I had my dice on there. I kind of want to roll the unwieldy knife, but part of me is like, no. There's too many people around.
That thing
I don't
only
wanna
was
kill
murdering the living.
I mean, you're welcome to actually roll that right now.
Actually, can I roll just a perception to see if it's on hand or it's not doing the weird dissipate bullshit it was doing earlier?
Yeah, it's there for right now.
Just keep in mind there's Deckham right there. I know you don't care about Elliot, but I just want to make sure you don't harm.
Deckham is a tanky boy, he can take it. Nah, I'll just do the second knife. I'm thinking about it, and I don't want to like
He is
up
going
in
to
the
stab
party.
me.
Holy shit. That's the low end of my damage. Go from one.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
All
I
right.
mean, it looks worse than it already did. It was horrible,
Yep. All right. That man just looks like he's hungry. I don't know what you mean. He's got the 9 a.m. munchies.
Boy.
Oh wait. Yeah, Deckham, you go.
Okay.
Deckham, you go first.
Yeah, gross. Oh, it's crunchy. Wanna grab him? So as Zimbar's back of the hand hits him right in the forehead, Deckham just catches his head.
Come on and slam.
Yeah. That'll definitely kill that one.
Why is this entire plane so disgusting?
I mean, you're
Call
basically
the Icarus
splitting.
Swamp.
Oh yeah, that'll be my turn.
God, I hope. Part of me hopes that our undead, unliving friend is alive, but I don't even fucking know at this point.
What makes you ability to die?
I guess it's the ghoul's turn to slap one of us.
I'm ready to have my dick slapped in.
Oh, I'm sure there's more shit on the way.
Oh yeah.
I know we're rolling very well, but this fight is going too easily. There's something else out there.
I mean, I saw the big fat one. I went right in there to blow it up.
Comes after Elliot, which is dumb, but you know, or not.
You sure about that?
So wait, the attack is on Elliot?
Yeah.
Yeah, except you're
I'm pretty
undead
sure-
technically, aren't you?
That is
Yeah.
true. I still need a roll con for my concentration.
No. That's the thing. If you're undead,
For
you
his
don't have
concentration.
to. Oh, concentration. Yeah.
I
Wow.
believe I believe I just lost my shield of faith.
Yeah.
Good fight to AC.
One of those lucky claws under the chainmail is like, oh.
Oh no.
Oh shit, I just got hit by a ghoul. Oh wait, I'm not, or wait, I'm immune to that. Shit, I lost concentration.
Yeah.
I still want to know why the fuck why it specifically says elf unless Gygax just was horny for elves.
Probably.
He
I mean, elf
was.
was a class once.
True.
Elliot's very
True.
pissed off at that. He's gonna walk around it, and Kyle sees that there's this look of quiet
Good.
anger as Elliot just stalks around it.
Like a disappointed parent. Just like
And just
walks
for
up and then bitch slaps.
they hit it twice. First cutting the head off and then going right down for the body. Just to bisect it.
It had 5 hit points on the first one, just by the way.
I know.
I figured.
That's what I'm saying. He's going to remove the head and then he's just going to slam the sword downward just to make it a point.
Can't have a normal fucking night here. As Kyle's just getting sprayed in viscera from fucking Elliot going in.
Elliot just takes a deep breath. I suspect we will never get normal nights until we leave this realm. Looks around. I don't suppose you see any more.
No. She's just kind of like wiping
I
off some
don't
of the viscera.
fucking have prestidigitation.
I don't think sorcerers get it. Oh wait, they do.
They do.
I'm
I
thinking-
just didn't take it.
I'm thinking of clerics don't get it. They get a thaumaturgy.
Unless you take magic initiate.
True, but thaumaturgy is just funnier because you can just get a fucking megaphone and it's way funnier.
You see Morwen come back. She's got what looks like 2 rabbit skins in one hand and a rabbit skin as a hat.
What the? I go to sleep for like 20 minutes. Or like.
I see.
She walks back in. Is
Hello.
This was Richard's thing, wasn't it?
Yes, I also blame Richard.
Anyway, I couldn't trust Richard.
I
What
suppose.
do you mean it was Mike, Tony? Oh, right. It was Mike who took the last crumpet. Everything's Mike's fault. Mike, I will find you!
Oh.
Anyway, the rabbits are hollow. It's weird. You can squeeze the goo out of them.
Lovely.
As she holds up like these weird rabbit skins that are dripping this black ichor.
I'm going back to sleep, and Kyle just goes back into the tent.
I'm not entirely sure what this means unless they're oozes.
I am curious, but were they the ones making horrible screaming noises as you were dealing with them?
And I was too.
Sound like a baby.
Yes. I think mine. Well, no, wait. I was going for a goat scream more.
I don't. Sound.
Oh, that's what they sound like. I don't know why. They usually talk and do that weird little voice that they do. But these ones were like screaming as soon as I started, hitting them with the sticks and claws and.
I see.
They really didn't like being dissected alive. I think they call it a vivisection.
Yeah, it's quite
She
a
holds one of
gruesome
them up,
process,
yes.
but you could learn quite a lot.
I will resume first watch again. And using the rest of his
Yes,
movement,
well,
Elliot's
back
just
to my stump.
gonna walk over here and sit down.
Yeah, back in the tent.
During watch, Jacob has been scribbling in a notebook. If anybody ever decided to ask what it is.
Elliot will just make a calculated guess of, are you cataloging our journey?
If your meal preparations are a catalog, then yes.
Hmm.
Takes a lot of planning to collect, to deal with the ingredients that I have to make decent meals for you all. Much good food in these plains.
Ah. I am used to eating whatever is available. At least proper eating food and not my other half.
What the fuck? The hell are you doing?
Hmm?
Over there. What is she doing to that corpse?
I look over to Morin's direction. Is she doing anything?
Yeah. She's sitting there like mumbling to herself, and she kind of has a little bit of an anger to her as she's just like taking mud and smearing it on like their foreheads and things that have been, enchanting. You can roll me either an Arcana or a Religion.
Religion. I have a suspicion what she's doing, but I kind of hope not. And it was not an advantage.
50.
It was an 8.
Yeah, you're pretty sure there's some hardcore necromancy going on, especially when you see her like, like her jaw, like her head kind of like as she kind of finishes, like her jaw, like her head snaps to the side as like her jaw kind of pops out of socket, and you just see these weird, mostly because of their coloration, mutations and such of different various bugs just and insects just pour out of her mouth, and they just begin worming their way into these corpses, which begin to shudder and jerk.
Elliot, for better or worse, places his hand on the sword and very sternly asks Morwin, do I need to ask as to what are you doing? Or rather, why are you doing this?
She like looks up at you, and her jaw is like dislocated on one side, and then she kind of snap, like the jaw just kind of pops back in, and that's this rather, you've seen it. She has this malicious smile, just kind of creeps and overly wide because of her nature. Well, I mean, I could go kill Mike on my own, but fuck him. Why should I not send what he sent after us?
Is Mike not a bug?
No, he's just a shitty little dung beetle.
What?
Hold on.
That's fine. As long as they're going the opposite direction.
Ellie is gonna go, define your version of a dung beetle. Is that meaning the insect or the profanity use of a individual?
You see her kind of like, their head kind of tilts to the side with this quizzical thing. Before she like reaches up into her hair and pulls out this kind of purplish dung beetle, This is Sally. This is Mike's sister.
My question has been answered. As he sits down, still has a hand on the sword, watching, but he's not making any hostile movements. He's just watching.
You watch as, like, after a few seconds, like, she just, like, looks down at her hand and just violently crushes it. So the whole family can die. Wait, what do you mean she was the one who knew how to make the cookies? Damn it, Tony,
I can write out a recipe for you.
Just like Mama used to make. If I knew who she was.
Becca will write out a recipe for sugar cookies. I have no idea where she's gonna get the ingredients, but I have a pen and paper. It's actually in my inventory.
And she looks it over. Looks like we're going on a trip, Tony. Don't fuck it up. What do you mean you have plans? You don't do things. Fine, go with your girlfriend. She reaches up and just pulls this worm out of her ear and chucks it out in the water. See how if I'm here when you come back. Just huffs and, like, sits down next to Kyle.
She's sleeping, I believe.
Yeah, she's trying to anyway, so she came in the tent.
Oh, alright, there is a tent.
Yeah.
Kyle
Otherwise,
leans around and looks inside of it.
What?
You look cold. Do you want to... She just holds up this, like, jagged, ragged rabbit fur that's
If you
covered
put
in
that
bark.
on me, I will skin you next. No,
You
never
mean-
mind. No, get the fuck out of here. She's like pulling the tent closed. Like
Oh, Kyle dealing with somebody who takes her threats.
a long way.
So those horrifying, glowing, putrid, yellowish green eyes, this smile. And then disappointment.
See, that's how Kyle can threaten her, is build her up and then break her down.
I like her. She knows how to get all riled up.
Fucking. Why is it always Kyle getting all the fucking hornies? God damn it.
We have that vibe.
What, the fucking moody teenager?
Yeah.
Yeah, the angsty teenager.
My god.
I get the way I'm kind of seeing it right now is that Kyle's the angsty teenager, Elliot's the broody one.
We took both of the
What-
tropes and made them into two different characters.
God, how many short of the Breakfast Club are we?
We need the smart one. We don't have that yet.
You got the
We have the
butler.
cook. Yeah. What would? Who the fuck would Vinmar be in that situation?
Is there a jock in that group? I've never actually seen the
Yes.
Breakfast Club.
Yeah, I guess I could be Zinmar.
Yeah, it'll probably take at least another couple of sessions to.
We need to find the smart one. Actually, that'd be Callisti, but she's never with us.
She's not a player character. She's a
Yeah.
DM character.
NPC of this one.
Yes.
Uh,
But yeah, Elliot will simply remain silent for now and just watch, keep an eye out for any more dangers. Still pretty certain, or at least not quite as certain, but has the suspicions of they're probably not going to attack us while Morwen is here, but the moment Morwen leaves, they're going to come swarming at us.
Yep.
probably.
Keep
Yeah,
her
that would be.
entertained.
He's like sitting there, kind of like sitting on one of the zombies, and she's just like poking the face. Wait a minute. Wait. I don't know this one. Oh, wait, no, there it is.
No, I was about to say, shouldn't you know everyone?
Maybe. Am I supposed to?
Well, you've been here long enough.
Right. You probably should have gone and stayed at my house.
Your husband be there?
Oh, I'd love for him to be there.
As I'm kind of distracted, I want to sneakily use Mage Hand to like make one of the zombies move.
What are you doing with the zombie?
I just want to make it like shift a bit to see if she notices. Or like a sleight of hand or like some sort of arcana.
Go ahead.
Bad. Ah, 18!
Is it the one she's sitting on, or?
It's like the one next to her.
Actually, I'm gonna roll this for Elliot because yeah, he just stabs it with the sword. Seems like I missed one.
Oh, and these are gonna start smelling. Though they already do.
How is smell? Seems most people just. Unless I'm cooking something, they say it smells good.
Smells a deeply
Ah,
sense that overtakes everything. Keeps people doing people things like breeding and dating.
From when I read with books and my own experience, if something smells pleasant, it's usually something good to eat or whatnot. Or, as Morwen was saying, attracting mates and the like. If it smells bad, it's usually foul, deceased, spoiled.
I'm gonna call it here in the next few minutes, Kyle.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure because I didn't want to be like rude or anything.
Yeah, no, it's cool. I was realizing the time that yeah, as you talking, you guys can watch. Those of you awake, you watch Smorman kind of just is sitting there, and then like out of her hair, she like shudders a little bit. Is like just a significant number of insects kind of begin falling out of her hair. She just puts her hand down. And you see insects that just start seeming to climb out of any. You know, she's got this like thorn vine wrapped around her hand, and it seems like they're just crawling out, and you pretty much start seeing that they're starting to devour these corpses very quickly. Like there is suddenly a lot of insects that shouldn't. You're not sure where they came from.
Yeah, Elliot was tolerating Morwen until he saw all those bugs come out. I was like, right, I better move before they mistake me for a fresh meal. He gets up and walks to the other side.
Okay, she's not she's not a druid. She's a Swarmkeeper Ranger at this point.
I'll tell you, meta-wise, she's a mixture of a spore druid and a vermiform druid.
I don't know the second one, but the second one sounds fucking scary.
It's a druid that instead of turning into, or that their circle allows them to turn into swarms instead of just one animal.
Huh.
Yep.
oh, well,
Elliot's
thank you
going
for that.
And she kind of just sitting there, like watching everything get devoured. You kind of, in a weird way, you see that she's a little bit gaunt at the moment. But... And that is kind of where we will end it, since I need to prep people's dreams for next week. Or no, next week, 2 weeks from now.
Yay!
Elliot's just gonna add, and only Declan will probably hear it, and he'll just simply say, I pray to St. Cuthbert that my shift is over soon, so I can actually try to sleep and forget these horrible memories.
Becca thinks about it. Oh, we have about 3.5 hours left, so...
The persistence of memory always takes what's terrible and keeps it right there on top. Till every good memory's buried. She just kind of says quietly. And that's where we're calling session. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thank you to my players for putting up with my weird shit. And I am Gothmoogle. Next week, we believe we're back to Sunday with Miser and the other.
Yep.
Jebus doing our Monday, and Mariner back. Are we back for One in the Chamber?
Yeah, I should be to go next week.
Awesome. So, yep, as you can tell, I'm Gothmoogle. ChaosandParadox.card.co is where you can find my commission information. Jebus was having some issues, so I believe this is only streaming on Misers right now.
That's for what I said. I got my video recording service back working. It's Deco.
Damn it.
Yep, that's the problem with updating computers and building new stuff, but, we'll deal with it and get it figured out. Gonna throw it over to our next one, Miser.
Hello everyone, Miser Mark here. I play as the Elliot. I was going to say something else, but don't want to hit by copyrights at the moment. Yeah, it's not important. Anyway, I am also the DM for Into the Wildlands. And hopefully everyone's ready for Sunday for more trauma and dangers.
Nope.
That being said, you can find my content on both YouTube and Twitch under the same name of Miser Mark. And collaborations I'm done or a part of is in JebusTheDingus and Transpace Mariner on both YouTube and Twitch respectively. Otherwise, I'll hand it over to JebusTheDingus, the DM for Drake Salvation.
Yes, next Monday we get to complete the first half of this little civil war they're in. See how well they can turn the tide into their favor while they're going into the Golden District. Like I said, we did just missed about 15 minutes of the first part of stream, but after a while I got it figured out, and it should still be on Miser's YouTube if you really need to see the first couple minutes. I will throw it over to Mariner.
Hello, I have returned from vacation after a week, so that's why I was in a few sessions here and there. I did some time off and had some fun, and I figured I didn't really want to do D&D while I was on vacation, so I just did that. But yeah, now I'm back. Next Tuesday I'll have One in the Chamber to go up and going, and hopefully, depending if how tired I want to be, I should start streaming pretty regularly. I don't know what yet, but I'll figure it out as I go along, kind of thing. So yeah, and I guess I'll throw it back over to Moogle.
And yeah, so that's us. I would like to say, as you probably all noticed, those of you our viewers, that Jason was not with us today because Zamar, Jebus was playing for him. We hope Jason the quickest recovery because COVID freaking sucks. I had an earlier version of this year, and I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. So get better soon, buddy, because I need to get you back in the story so I can,
Archie,
hurt you more.
I need to hurt you in my game, so stop hurting in real life.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand too. I had the Omicron, so yeah, it sucks. Wish you
I had
fast recovery.
Megatron. He was pretty cool. Sorry. I love that shit post though.
All right.
Alright.
Thanks, everybody. Have a good night.
Bye.